नोटिस बोर्ड पे लिखो. I said put down your hands.
सर मेरा एक सवाल है सर. सर स्पेस में फाउंटेन पेन बॉल पेन चलता नहीं है तो एस्ट्रोनॉट्स ने पेंसिल का इस्तेमाल क्यों नहीं किया? लाखों डॉलर बच जाते सर.
So it's 3:30 a.m. in the morning. Let's start. Okay, answer this 6th question. Have you ever felt unsure about sharing a different idea with your family or community because it didn't match their usual way of thinking? Can you remember a time when you thought something that was a bit odd, but you didn't speak up because everyone else seemed to be okay with it? At work, have you ever thought that there might be a better way to do this or execute this, but you didn't say anything because it seemed like you should just follow the rules, and didn't say anything because that's what everyone was doing? Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind, that is the whole idea of automatic respecting our elders and authority figures. You know, it's like the invisible rule that says you got to respect it no matter what. Respect your elders, respect your authorities, no question asked. From childhood, we are taught that elders and authority figures deserve our respect by default. And don't get me wrong, respect is crucial. I understand that respect is like a glue because that holds the society, that's how societies are formed. But here's the thing, is demanding it automatically the way to go about it? So in this video, let's break down how this whole automatic respect thing works that might be holding us back. Let's understand this with 3 P's and look how this default respect might impact our society. Point 1, potential ignorance, or we can refer it as unexplored insights. So when we talk about default respect, especially towards elders and authority figures, it's like you are being handed a rule book and being told this is how, no if, no but, no and. Now while respect is important, this automatic obedience might lead us straight into the arms of ignorance. To understand this better, let's go back to the iconic scene from 3 Idiots, a universally loved movie. The college professor, Veeru Sastrabuddhe, sets an expectation that success is solely defined by grades and conformity. Conformity means doing the same way as everyone else. It's like fitting and doing what is expected to be likable in a group. So the students, respecting the authority figures, blindly follow the path, the traditional path. However, in the movie we can see Rancho questioning the purpose of education, where he urges his friend to understand concepts rather than mindly memorizing information. The automatic respect for the professor beliefs creates a barrier to unexplored insight. Now think about your educational journey, where you wanted to ask a question but you never raised your hand because you thought that you might be get judged by people. And even if you asked, the teacher would have looked at you like you have asked his half of his property. I had this one chemistry teacher in my school, and because this is my video, I can talk. Her name was, so every time you ask her a question, she would either completely ignore you or throw you out of the class. She had all the ingredients of a negative environment, because of which in our class after a time no one really cared what she used to teach. She used to just talk with her own lectures. Basically point is that we completely ignored her. If you have any such experiences, please feel free to drop in the comment section. Point 2, refusal of new knowledge or saying no to new learning stuff. I'm sure you have watched Dangal. So in Dangal, Mahavir Singh Phogat, who dreams of his son continuing his legacy in the sport, however he ends up with 4 daughters. But he is determined to make his dream into reality, so he decides to train them in wrestling. So he trains Geeta, but as Geeta moves forward in his career, she moves to a new place for better opportunity and better training. She starts challenging her father's techniques. She brings in a coach who introduces modern wrestling methods, focusing on agility, strategy and scientific training. The clash between Mahavir's traditional beliefs and Geeta's openness to new knowledge becomes a central conflict in the movie. Mahavir, played by Amir Khan, initially does not agree with the coach's methods, considering them a threat to his purity of traditional wrestling. But as the story unfolds, Mahavir realizes the importance of adapting to the new techniques. We can see Mahavir transformation from no way to okay to maybe there is something in this technique. So sometimes holding on to the old stuff can block us from discovering awesome new things. Dangal tries to show us that finding balance between traditional and fresh idea is an ideal way to go about it. Number 3, impact on critical thinking. When we are stuck in this mindset of automatic respect, our brains are on autopilot. We stop asking questions, we stop analyzing things, and that's really not good for the society where you want to grow. We completely stop questioning about how and why and because we are supposed to just nod and agree. See, critical thinking is like a GPS to our minds. It helps us to navigate and make informed decisions and see a bigger picture. But when we are in this default respect mode, so it's like we are driving the car but blindfolded, and the impact is huge. A society that doesn't encourage critical thinking is like a car without brakes. We might be moving forward, but we really have no control over where we are headed towards. And see, it's not about disrespect, it's about opening our minds, challenging the existing thoughts, basically for a better, thoughtful society. So that was about this video, and it's just more than questioning the authority. It's about creating an environment where asking a question is a norm, not an exception.